into today. Day 3 is all about stepping into the 2.0 version of yourself. So we did a little bit of this yesterday. Today, it's about stepping into it. We're doing some future pacing, and you're claiming it in the now, and you're actually going to claim your higher self. So some of you guys who know this is more of a spiritual principle, but you have, different bodies, different beings, different energies. And so you have a physical body, a mental body, an energetic body, an emotional body, an astral body, and I'm missing one. Did I say emotional? I did. Energetic, spiritual, astral, spiritual. I didn't say spiritual body. Okay. So you have all these bodies around you, and then your higher self is like right above all of those bodies. So it's basically in another dimension. And in the future, you could say, or in a higher frequency is a better way to say it, not in the future, in a higher frequency, okay? So what we're going to do today is we're going to pull that higher self, that higher frequency into the now. So that's who you get to become, and you get to claim it and state it now. So there's a few reasons why we do this. Number one, because what we actually are doing is collapsing time. We are, stating, oh yeah, this is where I want to go. Well, why do we have to have that in the future? Let's pull it into the now. Time collapsing, okay? Also, what we're going to be doing, and this is a meditation that I'm going to give you guys. I'm not going to lead you through it right now because I have actually a beautiful recorded one that I will share with you. And it is an embodiment meditation. So some of you had questions yesterday around I don't know how to tap into my gifts. I don't know how to channel. I don't know how to do these things. So sometimes it's because you're not actually a visual channeler, or you're not, in the space of, I can see this happening. Sometimes you may be more of a kinesthetic learner or an experiential kind of learner. That's how I am. And so this meditation that I'm going to guide you through is actually going to help you embody that feeling and that sensation. But scientifically, science nerd hat on right now, when we take a vision and we are looking at what we're wanting to create. So this is a little bit different than goals and things and desires that we talked about yesterday. This is your vision for the future. So you're going to have this clear vision of who you are, what you do, how you act. I'll talk you guys through these in the tasks, and what what kind of money you make, what is your relationship with money, what is your relationship with people and your health and your body, and what are you doing every day, all of that kind of stuff. And what you're doing is you're not only saying, let's say your goal right now is to have a 6-figure business, and you're like, okay, cool. Now that I have this 6-figure business, what's my goal? And from there, it may be a 7-figure business, right? So instead of going for the 6-figure business goal, you're actually going to step into the space of being that 6-figure earner already, and then saying, okay, cool, now what do I get to create? So that's how you get to step into the 2.0 version of yourself and create your vision, your plan, your desires, your goals from that higher self, and say, awesome, that's already done. Now we get to go bigger. Okay. So I'm using the money as an example because that's an easy kind of thing that we can wrap our heads around. Okay. So now that I've already made, consecutive 6 figures with ease, or whatever you want to say, what is the goal I'm going for? And it may be multiple 6 figures, or, $500,000 or $1 million, 7 figures, whatever it is. You're going to ask from that space. Okay. And here's the thing, I want you guys this is how you start to harness your magical powers. What is that intuitive hit? What is that number you get without thinking? That's what you're going to lock in as we work on what is the vision beyond the vision? What is the 2.0 version of me wanting to create? Okay. So you get to step into that version of yourself right now. Okay. And so here's the science piece of all of this stuff is, when we take that clear vision and we see and we take all of the sensory experiences, and we're like, oh my gosh, I can see it, I can feel it, I can taste it, I can touch it, I can smell it, oh my God, I can see the people I'm with, I can see where I am, I can see what my life looks like. And you actually go into a lot of details in that. And you take that and you combine it with an elevated emotion, an elevated feeling. So that's why yesterday we wrote, I'm so happy and grateful that, thank you, that, that gratitude is an elevated emotion. And so is joy, so is love, so is, excitement, awe, wonder, all of those kinds of things, higher vibrational emotions. So what you want to do is you want to get into this higher vibrational state and then you visualize. And so that's the embodiment meditation. That's task 4 of what you guys get to do is really get into that elevated state and then go into what your vision is. Okay, so there's lots of tasks for today. I'm doing it because this is a higher level of where you want to go, and it's involving not only your mindset and what you get to shift from that perspective. It's also a lot of energetics, and it's a lot of spiritual work that we're doing with all of this, and it is really powerful, honestly. So the first thing you're going to do, and I have all of these listed above, is you're going to look at what is the vision beyond your vision. What is the 2.0 version of you going for? So that example I gave about income. What is, when you are already making that 6 figures, what is your goal there? A lot of different teachers teach us in different ways. I like to say it as the 2.0 version of yourself. You're already living that reality. What is your goal then? Okay, this is future. It's future pacing. It's already moving into that next space and that next level. The next task is all about shifting into certainty, going from this possibility of like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be nice to have all this, to becoming certain. And what you are doing is you're reprogramming the neurological pathways of your brain. Instead of having these programs like, oh yeah, that would be nice. No, we're going to blow up and release those patterns, and we're going to create new ones. We're going to rewire your brain, rewire the neurological pathways of your brain, rewire your subconscious mind into what you are choosing to believe. Because when you are in the driver's seat and you are in control and you say, this is what I choose, and you are choosing to believe this, your brain, your body, and your being are going to be like, oh wow, I'm in control. Okay, cool. Let's go for it. And that's how you're going to move into that space of certainty of like, of course this is done. Of course this is who I am. Of course this is how I show up. And that's the exercise that I did today, you guys, when I was like, why are these things showing up? And then I shifted and I said, well, what do I choose to believe? I choose to be powerful. I choose to be confident. I choose to be successful. I choose to always have clients willing and excited to pay me. I choose to blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? All of those things. That's what I wrote out. I choose to believe. So that's what you guys get to do 11 times at least. You can probably come up with more. I choose to believe, and then write out whatever it is. So it can be a thought, it can be an idea, it can be an emotion, whatever you want. You're making that conscious choice to create those beliefs. And beliefs live in our mind. So what we're doing is we're shifting the beliefs, and then what we're going to do is combine that with the feelings, which are in our bodies. So this is how we reprogram our brain and our body and then our energy to actually become the 2.0 version of ourselves. So this exercise here is for our brain. The next part is, who do we get to be? Okay, so what you get to do is look at the beingness, the embodiment of what you are actively choosing to create, okay? So there's a ton of questions in this part, journal prompts, because I want you to go deep into it. I want you to look at, okay, like I said, you're stepping into that 2.0 version of yourself. Who are you? Who do I get to be? Okay, so you're going to ask yourself all of these questions like, you know, who do I get to be? What do I show up as? Who are the people I spend my time with? Who do I surround myself with? How do I travel? What kind of fun and adventure do I have? What is my relationship with money? What type of money am I earning? What is my relationship with health and you know, my business? What does my business look like? Is it flowy and easy, or is it chaotic and all over the place? So there's tons of questions in there. And then before you go actually into that whole part, what I want you to do is you look at, kind of like we did in the first day, well, what excuses do I have that like, oh no, I don't want to be that person? Because this is a choice. You get to choose to be that person, okay? And then you can look at, well, what's holding me back from not choosing to be this person right now? Just look at that. Again, it's all about owning it, guys, being radically responsible for your reality, claiming what you want, shifting all of these things, okay? And so you're going to look at, what are all of these things and what are you choosing? Because when you choose and you decide, boom, instant manifestation and things get to happen. It's all about deciding. It's all about choosing. When you decide, what you're doing is you're moving from possibility to certainty. That certainty is what's going to bring what you are calling into your life into your physical reality. Okay? So task number 4 is to listen to the embodiment meditation, which I will share with you guys, which will be available below this video. And then the last task, which is really fun. I know there's a lot of stuff, guys, but like it's really powerful. The last task is, I want you to dress up as your fully expressed 2.0 version of yourself. So maybe that's you just, done up a notch. Like, put on a fabulous dress, put on some lipstick, and, just take a little selfie of yourself rocking it, or just change the way you stand, confidently stand, hands on your hips, and be like, hell yeah, here I come. Or maybe it's you, like I did this last week or a week and a half ago. I just did a dance where I was strutting and I was so confident and I was rocking, and I was like, this is how I get to be in my 2.0 version of myself, and I just get to be like, I don't care, this is what I'm doing. So those are the things that you guys get to do. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, just tag me in the videos. Make sure you tag me and do all of the tasks. There's 5 things for today, and that's it. Have fun. I will see you guys tomorrow. And do not forget that life and business get to be fun, and you are magic. I'm so proud of the work you guys are doing. Keep it up. Post in the group. Tag me in the group. #day 3, answering all of the tasks, and can't wait to see what gets to come through. So thank you. Yay. All right. Bye, guys.